music. Hello everybody. I hope you're all well. Thank you for stopping on in. Now I know I did say that this evening is going to be a craft with me. It will be a craft with me, so you don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to adjust that just a smidgy little bit. It is still going to be a craft with me, but there is a pressing matter that arrived this afternoon / evening, and I think we need to address it before I do anything. So here we go. This is what we need to address. How exciting. Oh, is this thing actually working? Ah, it is working. That's the main thing. It's working. It's working. Right, so this is what we need to address, people. This lovely big box here. And we need to know what's in it, don't we? We need to find out what's in it. So this came from a very lovely lady whose name I shan't repeat because, you know, I don't want to get into trouble. But as you could tell, you might guess where it could possibly have come from. I wouldn't like to say. However, she sealed it really well. I'm not gonna lie about that. Oh golly gosh, it is really sealed very, very well. Very, very well. Oh. Here we go. Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, that's lovely. So the first thing is a petal distress tool set. How cool is that? I wasn't expecting that. That's really nice. And some Bella Luna papers. How lovely. Because I did send the person that sent me this box a couple of the Bella Luna papers so that they could do their craft along with them. And oh, look at that. Rose gold. 3 colours and sheets of flower forming foam. Ooh. That's a pretty one. Ooh. A dome pack. Oh wow. Look at those cool domes. Look at those cool domes. They're acetate domes, so you can make like really nice little shaker type things, and it's from the watercolour Christmas collection. And some faux snow, which is great actually because I can put that on a project that we're doing tomorrow. That would be nice. Oh, let's try and actually unpack this without destroying everything. So we've got some vintage diary cardstock. Oh, look at those colours. Those colours are beautiful. That's amazing. We've got a sunflower collection pad as well. Wow. I am so glad I got her to send me that. Wow. That is beautiful. Just beautiful. Hi Cheryl, thank you for joining. It's lovely to see you. Look at that. I've been wanting that for quite a while. I've seen it floating around. I saw it floating around in the US warehouse clearance thing. I want to US warehouse clearance. Ooh, some of this has been used. How naughty! But how amazing is that? The rose gold paper pad with block notes includes rose gold foil and glitter detail. Ooh, exciting. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, wow. Oh, that is stunning. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot indeed. I do indeed. Right, so what have we got next? We've got the delicate snowfall. That looks, is it a stencil or is it a die? Oh, it's an embossing folder. Oh wow, that'll teach me to pay attention. So that's from the watercolour Christmas collection. And we've got these lovely 3D toppers from the watercolour Christmas collection. Those look like those will come in handy. Oh, and look at that. The Elegant Star. That's a die to make an ornament to go on the Christmas tree. So I may have to do a live with that at some point as well before Christmas, which would be nice. We've got that lovely oh, it's the layerable, I want to say it's photopolymer stamp from the Sunflower collection, which is obviously a sunflower. That's brilliant. We'll just pop that to the side just over there. I didn't know I was going to be opening this, to be honest. Oh, look at this stuff from the Vintage Diary, guys. I love that little watch. And oh, are those dies? Page edges. It just says actual size. Oh, they're little page edges. Okay. Oh, it is a die cut. It's a die cut. And then we've got those really cool vintage stamps as well. Oh my god, so cool. And that antiques. Oh, I love it. It all looks so brilliant. Oh, what else have we got here? We've got some more from the Vintage Diary. We've got some sentiments. You make my world much brighter. Oh, wow, I really like those. Those are quite nice. Once we've unpacked this box, I promise, guys, we will get on to what we need to be doing. Oh, look at that for an embossing folder. That's lovely. And that. Oh, wow. That's a 3D one as well. Oh, it's a quill. Oh, I love a quill. And what have we got here? We've got Stamp and Die Antique Frame. Oh, that looks really good as well. Look at me just going through a big old box of stuff. Rub-on transfers. Oh, I've not had rub-on transfers in years. And those are very similar to those stamps I've got as well. Oh, that's really nice. That is really, really, really nice. Oh, and we've got some stuff from Letters from the Heart. Traditional script embossing folder. There's some clear acrylic stamps there. I like that. Those will come in very handy for some of the for some of the birthday cards I would like to do. And I think that's it for Letters from the Heart, isn't it? Now we're on to the Rose Gold collection. Okay, so this is a cut and emboss folder. That's pretty. I like that. And we've got a little die. Oh my god, this is like Christmas. Modern roses. Oh, I like those. Those are very pretty. And what's this? Embossing folder. Wow. Wow. Look at that embossing folder. I love that. That's going to be amazing for so many things. So pretty. So pretty. Right, and we've got, which one? This is an embossing folder as well. I think was that one a 3D one that we just looked at? Oh no, it was just a 2D, and so is this one a 2D as well. Wow, that's really pretty. Right, what else have we got? So we've got another embossing folder which does a nice trellis. Oh, we've got some sentiments. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. You're a bad idea, but I like bad. That is mine. That is me. That is me right there, guys. You're a bad idea, but I like bad ideas. I love those sentiments. Those are so cool. I really, really like those. Be a girl with mind, a woman with attitude, and a lady with class. Well, that's two of those things. 2 out of those 3 of those things are me. Right, and we've got a rose quilling flower die. Oh, that's going to be fun to use. This is such an amazing collection. I'm so glad I bought this now. Oh, wow, look at that. And you could do cakes and ice creams with roses on. And there's some like really nice little sentiments in there as well. That is so amazing. Oh, and we've got some big old sentiment dies. Love, happy birthday, wish. Oh, sparkle, of course. I mean, sparkle. You have to have sparkle, don't you? My golly gosh, this is a lot, isn't it? My golly gosh. You're smiling at my blank and laughing because there's nothing you could do about it. I like that. I really like that. You're not just my blank, you're my best friend. Wow. That is so cool. That is an absolutely amazing collection. Wow, I've got to sort all of these out afterwards. Right. I haven't even finished. Right, we've got another piece from the vintage diary here, which is some wooden frames and corners. Those look like they're going to be fun to use in some nice decorative things. What else have we got here? We've got some more bits from Letters from the Heart, by the looks of it. So we've got this lovely lace, these lovely lace edge embossing dies, embossing folders even, not dies. Do more of what makes you happy, sending all my love. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Ah, I like those. Those are some really nice sentiments. Right, where are we at now? Oh wow, the chinoiserie collection. Oh my god, I forgot I asked for this. This isn't an order that's come from Crafter's Companion. This is a box that I ordered from a close friend of mine who has been doing a massive craft clear out, and this is the last bits that I've ordered from her. So yeah, I'm probably going to get into trouble when Aaron sees this, but never mind. I love these little die cut toppers. They're amazing. And I mean, look at that chinoiserie frame. Oh, that's gonna, we could do another lantern. Oh, that's gonna look amazing as a lantern box. And I just love those stamps and that pagoda. Oh, that is so amazing. I love them. And look at all those lanterns too. Oh, they're gonna make amazing things. And the peony wreath as well from the chinoiserie collection. Oh wow. This is my favourite part. I love the parrots. I love them. May your day be filled with happiness. Your friendship means the world to me. Oh. And that lovely embossing, rose embossing folder as well. Oh my god. That is just a scrummy, scrummy, scrummy collection. Oh my good golly gosh. Right. I'm going to have to start doing something about this shortly, I think. Right. Where are we? We've got another piece from the Rose Gold collection here, which are these lovely Scent with Love perfume bottles. Those look really nice. Right, okay, well we'll put those, where did we put the rest of the Rose Gold collection? Oh, it's up there. We shall put those with that. And I believe the next stop is Watercolour Christmas. Look at that statement half snowflake. Oh my god, that is just brilliant. And those brush letter sentiments. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Oh, and the little bunny stamp. Oh, and the quirky Christmas trees. And build a snowman. Oh my god, you can actually literally build the snowman up. Oh, that's so cool. Joyful wishes, some different bunnies in that. Oh my gosh, those are some lovely stuff. Shut the back door. Dimensional snowflakes. Oh, I love them. Oh, they look so cool. I really want to make something with this now, but I can't. I've got to do what I said I was going to do, so I should be a good boy. Winter Wonderland. Oh wow, that is so cool. I like the little hedgehog. That's really nice. Let It Snow. With the stamps and the dies there. Oh, that's so amazing. Elegant border, so that's an embossing folded duo. And snowflake edges. Oh my god. And then there's the Elegant Snow Globe, which is the dies that go with the snow globe pieces that we got earlier, that we saw earlier on. That's brilliant. And then what do we have here? We have the sunflower collection. Oh my god. Look at that striking sunflower. Sending sunshine on a sunshine on a cloudy day. And a ooh go away. Sorry. I love that. That's so cool. That is really cool. Oh wow, those sentiments are amazing. Shut up. Shut up. That's amazing. And you get the stencils to go over it as well. I'm going to have to do something with that. Wild like a flower, warm like the sun. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. Right, now that I have emptied that massively big box. Massively big box. Oh my gosh. that is one massive big box that has been thoroughly emptied, which I'm going to have to sort out later. So I'm going to have to try and make myself some space very quickly, and then we'll have a look at the card that I'm going to be making during this live. Now, it's not going to be exactly the same as the card that I've already made, because it just physically cannot be, because of the techniques that I've used. So let's just try and move these into nice little piles out of the way of what I'm trying to do. Golly gosh, I didn't realise that's so much stuff. Right, here we go. Let's move some of those out of the way. So now that we've gone through that heinously huge order, let's just pop those down there. Now we can get on with the actual business at hand. So, these so far are the items that I've gotten out of my advent calendar. Advent calendars, I should say. And I sat playing with a few of them last night, and I came up with a concept for a card. So this is the card that we're going to be making during this live, which I think is a nice little one. It does include a few bits from, well, it includes one bit from another order that I made prior to this, which is from the Major Surprise by Sam Callett. I used the embossing folder. I used that embossing folder just to coordinate what I wanted it to do on those little squares just there. And I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but hopefully you guys can see that glittery, shimmery in the background. If I can get, oh, I don't know if you guys can see it. That lovely glittery shimmery. Let me see if I can tilt it to do it so that you guys can see it. Can you guys see it? Yeah, I think it's caught it just there a few little times. Now this I actually made using its paste. I got some Mod Podge, and I'm sure you guys probably have Mod Podge lying around, but I used some Mod Podge, which is just Mod Podge in the gloss. Oh, pop that away. And I used this iridescent sea spray glitter, mixed it up into a little empty pot, and now I've got basically a really, really sparkly, shiny Mod Podge glitter that I've made, which is quite nice. Don't know if you can see it in there, but one quick second, guys. Right, so we have that, and I'm just going to pull out the stamps that I used. So I used that and that, and of course I used the coordinating dies. So just those three. And I'm not sure we don't need the one for the... Oh, it was just that one I used on that one. I must have used that on the other one then, never mind, that is not a problem. Right, we should pop that out of the way. And we're just going to start this off with a DL card blank. And if you don't have any of these yourself like I do, you can always cut and make one. So all you need to do is cut a piece of card to 8 by 8 1/4 and score it at 4. Score right down the middle at 4 inches on the 8-inch side. And all we're going to do is fold that and burnish it. It's a nice little start. Is this daily now? It is until Friday, because tomorrow's the last 2 that I'm doing for this week. So that's it after that for this one, for this week. And then next week I'm back at work on nights again. So unfortunately I will be a little bit missing in action that week. And then I'm back off for another week after that. And then I'll be at work Christmas Day and Boxing Day. And then you guys have me until the 3rd of January. So hopefully that sounds a little bit good. Right, I'm just going to get a piece of watercolour cardstock out. And this is what I'm going to be doing a lot of my stuff with now. So now that I've got that, let's get the old paper trimmer out. Christine, you missed my unboxing, honey. Right, I'll just put those stamps to the side there for a second. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down to 8 by 3 3/4. So let's cut that down just to 8. Oh, don't be so silly. 8. There's a lovely 8 by 3 3/4. There we go. And then what we're going to do is, I believe those are 2-inch squares, so we need 3 2-inch squares. Pretty sure those were 2-inch. I'm just going to double check it. It's always better to check, to measure twice and cut once, as they say. So it's actually 1 3/4. 1 3/4 squares, so I need 3 of those. Am I going to get another one out of that? Ooh, I am. How exciting. So then I only need 1 more of those. One and 3/4. There we go. There we are. Move that out of the way. So far what we should have is our card blank, our piece of watercolour card cut at 3 3/4 by 8, and we should then have 3 1 3/4 squares. Marvellous. We're on track. I'm just going to put the card blank to the side for the moment, and what I'm going to do just for safekeeping is put my 3 squares in the embossing folder, and I'm going to line them up as best as I can with the pattern there. I'm just going to close them and pop them to the side just for the moment, because we don't need to do those just yet, because we're about to make an inky background. I'm not happy sharing that with the whole world with you every day. Oh, although I have notification, I think there was a little bit of a lag when I started and it seemed to have not picked up correctly. I think that's what happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start my inky background, because you all know I love making a mess. I absolutely adore it, and I'm just starting with a little bit of lumberjack plaid. I'm going to get my big spritzy spray in, and then I'm just going to randomly pick it up onto the cardstock. I'm going to try and cover as much of it as I can. There we go. Normally I would leave this just to dry of its own accord, but we are trying to make a card in a set amount of time. So what I'm going to do for this layer is I'm going to use the heat tool. And this is why I said we won't make a card that's exactly the same as the one that I showed you at the beginning, because the ink smooshing technique is random. It is what it is when it comes out of the ink smooshing technique. So what we're going to use next is a lovely bit of Mermaid Lagoon. So I'm just going to lay that down and do exactly the same as what I did the first time, but we are going to go down a different road with taking this off. There we go. I want to get a little bit over there as well, and a little bit there, a smudgy bit there. And what we're going to use for this one, once we've cleared that up, is just a piece of tissue paper. Just any old bit of tissue paper will do. And I'm just going to line it up, put it over, and just smooth it out. And this should suck up a fair bit of that blue and leave us with that lovely effect. I really like that. And you can see there where a little bit of the texture from the tissue paper has gone onto it as well, which is really nice. And then we're going to go in with our final colour, which is a little bit of Mowed Lawn. I'm going to try and not use too much of it because it's a very, very stark colour. So I just want a few little schmutzy bits of it. And again, we're going to go with a different way of taking this off as well. So I'm just going to clean up that little bit there. And this time I'm going to use the microfiber cloth just to pat it down. Now, my microfiber cloth is very dirty. That's because I use it to do a lot of different things with and a lot of cleaning of different inks. But it's not going to transfer onto there. And there we go. We've got our lovely background which has somehow picked up glitter. Which I'm not going to be angry at because it's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to get a rocker block. Now, you can do this one stamp at a time, but I find it's a lot easier because there are the 3 stamps and they're quite small. Just to pop them all on the rocker block in jaunty little angles. Let's see if we can get that to go a bit more there and there perhaps. And there and there. There we go. And because I'm using watercolour, I'm going to get my pigment ink pad out, because that is watercolour resistant. Do not use this if you plan on doing any of your colouring with alcohol markers. Please use your alcohol resistant. And then we're just going to go on, and as you can see where I've put them at different angles on the rocker block, we're going to get different patterns as I stamp them down in different arrangements, which again is all about making that random card, I find. So it's just a case of between stampings of re-inking and then just really trying to figure out which is the best way you want to put it down onto the paper and just literally stamping. So it's all just random stamping at this point, guys. Oh, just a little bit of random stamping. There we go. And I'm just going to clean that bit off of my desk because I don't want to randomly stamp over it again or catch any of it on my card. So I'm just going to go back in and re-ink that. And this is actually turning out to be quite a nice little random card. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Let's go there. And again, just wipe up anything that comes off onto you. I need to start doing lives. You'll have to split your days with me. Yes. Yes, you do. You can't be mad at paper ever. No, I'm not mad at paper. I'm never mad at paper. The only thing I will be mad at is if I leave ink on those rocker blocks and they end up marking my paper. That will make me upset. And it doesn't matter either if you do like what I did there a little bit where it's gone, it's not fully stamped. It just adds to the effect. Let's see, what can we do there? Let's just go with that there. We can just wipe that bit off and re-ink. It's all just about getting it all at nice jaunty angles and stamping it down. Shall we go there? Yeah, I'm feeling that. And then at this point, now you're getting to the bare end of the card, as I like to call it. It might just be worth taking one or two of the stamps off and just I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm going to, and I'm going to see if it works. Oh wow, that actually worked. Well done me. There you go. If I just do that there and then pop that one back on, re-ink that one up, and we do another one facing that way, I think. And then it's just going to be a case of just adding some little bits onto the corners. So let's do that one and go like so. And I think that's a really good effect. That is a really, really good effect. I'm enjoying that. So let's just clear that off, clean our stamps off. Try and figure out where they go back. Because that's always the fun part, isn't it, guys? It's always the fun part. Right, let's put those back. And then I'm just going to give them a little spritz with me water spray. And a quick going over with the cloth just to make sure that they're all clean and clear. Now I may have gone a little bit overboard with the water there. But it's not a problem. I'll just set those to the side. Just for now, because we will be coming back to those shortly. Now, just to make it stand out a bit, what I'm going to do is just go around the edge with my black ink pad, and I'm just going to give it that little black edging using the scrapey, what I like to call the scrapey technique. And it just puts a fine line border around the edge of the card, the cardstock, which I think gives it that little bit of pop to make it stand out. There we go. And then the fun part's going to be, I'm going to get the glitter glue out, the glitter paste glue that I've made out, and we're going to colour in each of these items with that. And there we go. I feel that makes that pop and stand out a little bit. And here's my special glitter paste glue. And where is my glue paintbrush? It will have to be that one. So I'm just going to give it a little spritz with some water over here just to give it a little bit of preparation. I'm going to pick up some of the glue. And then all I'm going to do is just spread the glitter mix over each item, which will make them all stand out really nicely, but in a really, I don't know how to explain it. It looks, you really have to turn the card to show off the sparkle, which is really nice. And this will all dry clear, guys, so you don't need to worry about it leaving white muck. And all I did was use a bit of Mod Podge and the iridescent glitter to make this. I'm not giving away millions of dollars. I wish I was giving away millions of dollars. Yeah. Cat's giving away millions of dollars. Not likely. Gaz wishes he had millions of dollars. That's amazing. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. Right, let's get these all nicely covered in the goopy gloops. Hopefully it shouldn't take me too long. I am just trying to stick to the general shape. I'm not being very fussy, as long as it covers the general shape. And hopefully you guys will see as it dries, it actually leaves a really, really nice effect. There we go, just tidy that up so it's back in the shape. Oh, that one's a little bit. There we go. There we are. I really do enjoy using this glitter paste concoction that I made. You wouldn't think I came up with it when I was exceptionally tired. Just trying to get people to chat, bro. I know, sweetheart. It's a bit difficult. There we go. I am hoping as well, if you guys can pop over onto my YouTube, you see me as Handcrafted by Gaz on there as well. I'm hoping if I can get the 300 followers that I need, I'm going to actually do lives over on YouTube, which I think would make it a lot more accessible to people, because it is a very limited market on Facebook, isn't it? And not everybody knows how to use Facebook or doesn't use Facebook as much as they do YouTube or what have you. So I am hoping to get things kicked off over there as well. And there we go. I believe that is all of the items completely coloured in. I'm going to spray down some water and give this brush a good clean out. It needs a good clean out. There we go. There we are. I'm going to just set that aside to dry for the moment. And whilst I do that, I'm going to pop all these little bits and bobs away. And I'm going to get my plates out so that we can do the embossing. Now, I tried this several different ways this morning, and my G2 was not in the best of moods, but I managed to get it to work with one white plate, metal shim, and one plastic, the plastic shim that you would normally have inside. And it gave it a pretty good emboss as well, which was really good. There we go. Oh. By that time it didn't actually emboss it. Wow. Oh wow. Oh, this is just brilliant. My die cutting machine does not want to cooperate with me today. Let's try it that way. Such a silly me. Let's reline those pieces of card back up, shall we? There we go. All nicely lined up. Pop the metal plate, pop that. And let's just run that through the G2. Oh wow, that plate sandwich is really not working today. Let's see if I can get it to work another way, shall we? So I'm just going to put the folder, the metal shim and the two outer plates, and hopefully we should have a bit of better luck. And we have. Marvellous. That is fantastic. It has really worked. Really, really worked. Off we can. There we go. There we go. And number 3. Marvellous. So just for a standard 2D embossing folder of that thickness, it seems to be that I need just the 2 plates and the metal shim. And then what I'm going to do is lay down a bit of my festive berries. So using the festive berries this time. I'm just going to give that a little spritz, and then I'm just going to place each square into it individually. Now I'm not looking for it to cover it perfectly or in any particular way. I'm just looking for a nice smooshy pattern, just like that. And there we have it. And I'm just going to give those a quick dry with the heat tool. Hello, Stacey. It's lovely to see you, my darling. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. Oh, bless you. You've had your Christmas nails done. Well, thank you for dropping in, my darling. I really do appreciate that. Right. So, before we go any further with those, I'm going to bring my card blank back in. And I'm going to start building up my card. So, just to make it easy, I'm going to use my tape runner. Uh-oh. I'm going to use my tape runner. Some of that glue is still wet on the other side. Normally I would have let it dry for a little bit longer. But it's not a problem, it's only a little bit of it. And you can see there as well, it's still got a lot of the... Aaron is on the mend, and I am well myself. Thank you, my darling. I really appreciate that. And now all I'm going to do is just line this up really, really nicely. Because we don't want it to sit too much on the one side and then not enough on the other. And there we go. So I'm just going to press that down where there's not any of that wet, can cut any of the wet glue. And there we go, we have that so far. That's looking really, really good. And I'm just going to grab some of that offcut of watercolour, and I'm just going to trim that down big enough so that it will fit the stamps onto it. Gaz didn't get excited. I did get excited like that when you came on. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling... Oh yeah, Aaron's feeling better. Yeah, he's feeling better. I was about to say I'm glad you're feeling better, but I already knew that you were feeling better. Deary me, I'm a little bit of a funny one today, aren't I, guys? Right, so I'm just going to line those up so that they fit on there. And then I'm just going to pick them up with the rocker block. I'm going to ink them up, because I will be watercolouring these, so they're going onto a bit of watercolour card. And that happened. So there we go, they've still come out absolutely fine, which is a good thing. I'm just going to clear off the stamps and put them back. Yeah, I am only in the other room. I should know, really, shouldn't I? I heard fanfares. Yeah, it is fanfares when Christine joins. I hope. Yeah, Christine's not well either. Bless her, poor pumpkin. Everybody's poorly at the moment, I think. I know there's some horrible, horrible bugs going around. Right, let's just line up these little dies. There we go. Line those up. Now all I need is a little bit of tape. A little bit of tape. There we go. And then just a little bit down here to hold those two down. Because we don't want those running off. I think I'm going to have to reline up those mittens as well quickly. That's not a problem. There we go, and then we shall grab, just because I think using the G2 on this is a little bit of overkill. It's a little job, so, well, it's a mini job, so the mini can do it. And there we go. I'm just going to put that to the side for now. Pop that back away. And we will get these ready to be coloured. So if I just move that card I've already made out of the way, the burnishing tool out of the way, because we don't need that anymore. We will need Mr. Paintbrush. And I'm just going to lay down some gold. These are in my aqua pens. Some crimson. Shall we go with terracotta? All nice warm Christmassy colours. And I'm thinking a little bit of olive as well. There we go. And then all I'm going to do is put a big old spritz of water down over here so I can mush me paintbrush up into it and start picking up colours. And I think we're going to go with gold for the scarf. There we go. Off, and what I'm going to do as well is just run a little bit of just to give it a bit of a highlight, a little bit of that crimson through it as well. Just want it to look a little bit warmer. I feel that does it. There we go. Just wipe that out. I think that looks really nice. And then we have our scarf ready. Now for his mittens. Mittens. Right, I'm thinking if we go with the tan for the main hands. There we go. A little bit more just on this hand. There we are. Just get a little bit of water. Just make that a little bit more poignant. There we go. Wash that out in my big puddle of water. And then we're going to use the green for top parts of the mittens. And the gold just for the little bands. And there we go. There's a lovely pair of mittens. Let's clear that off and put down some fresh for me to mix it. Someone on Saturday, I have no choice but to be better. Started coming around Friday, but oh bless you, you're all poorly, aren't you? I feel really bad. I think I'm the only one that's not poorly at the moment. So let's take that tan, put that down here. Wash that off, mix it with some of that red, that crimson, and we'll get a nice new colour for the hat. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. Try and pull that out across. And then just for the bobble on top, we'll go with a bit of green. And there we go. And again, normally I would just leave those to dry, but I'm going to use the heat tool just to give them a little helping hand. There we go. And then I can clean up my lovely paint palette that I had over here. And this is a really nice thing about the Tim Holtz mat, is that I can actually just put colours down into those little white block boxes. It's very helpful. Very, very helpful indeed. Right. Now all I'm going to do is just run a little bit of tape runner over the back of each of the items and stick them into the squares. There we go. And there we have it. Just get down a little bit of my foam on a roll and make those pop up, because we don't want them falling into the background. I'm going to do that on all three of them very quickly. 444. I'm singing it. Let's plan a duo craft. Yeah, let's do a duo craft. I'd really like that. That would be amazing. And before this live's over as well, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what's happening tomorrow afternoon. I think you might be interested. So by tomorrow afternoon, I mean that it is going to be Thursday, the 7th of December at 1 PM GMT. Just to make you guys aware, that's when it's going to be happening live on the old Facebook. And when I'm done with the card, I will show you what it's going to be. Because let's just say it's a game of two halves. That's a football joke. Yep, I've got 2 lives tomorrow, Christine. I've got one at 1 PM GMT, and then I have another at 8 PM GMT. However, I may need to move one of them. I'm not sure. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. But I'm fingers crossed nothing's being moved and it's all set and it's all going ahead. Right, so I need a pokey tool. Actually, let's start at the top and make our way down. So hat, scarf, then mittens, because that's how you'd wear them on your body. There we go. Come on, off you come. And there we go. Oh, before I do that, I don't want to forget just to do the same as what I did around the edge of the card just there. I'm going to give it a nice black edging with my black ink pad, just to make it really stand out. Put that just there. There we go. Still here, we've got the volume down as the other half is watching football. Oh, boo, football. No, I'm only joking. I'm just glad you're still here, sweetie. Thank you so much for sticking around. It really does mean the world to me. That you're here, well, that everyone's here, really. It means the absolute world to me, so thank you. I'm just going to place that down just a little bit under. Now I think I've got ink on my fingers somewhere. But that's bound to happen because I'm making inky smushy messes. So and I'm edging the card with the ink pad as well, so it's a there we go. I'll just pop that down there. And there we have it. All I've got to do now is get a sentiment, which I shall get out most immediately from my little box of a sparkling winter, because it's got some nice little sentiments in it that I really enjoy. So there we go. I think that's an appropriate one for this card as well. Let's put that back away. And then just to make it fit in a little bit more with the theme, I'm just going to lay down a little bit of my festive berries again and give it a little schmutz. And I'm just going to run that over it. Just a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom. And I think that gives it a nice charming little look. Just going to hold it down with my pokey tool and give it a dry off of the and there we go. I'm going to get a couple of foam pads. Pop another one in the middle. Come on, off you pop, silly foam backing. There we go. Get the last one off. Normally I try and peel these with my nails, but I've recently trimmed them, so they're a little bit shorter than I'd like. And there we go, one sentiment at the bottom. And there we have it. I think that's a really lovely card, and if you could see it as well, you could see the glittery in the back. That, I think there's very few. So I've tried to watch it on the screen and see. There we go. I think it's there. It's there. It's there. There we go. So that's that lovely little card. So for this live this evening, you guys had a little bonus of my opening of the massive box that I got. If you can guess who sent it to me, I'm sure you will if you watch it back, or if you watched it live. You'll probably be able to figure out who sent it to me. And that's it for this evening, I believe. Oh, there is one more thing, isn't there, guys? I promised you a look at tomorrow afternoon. So tomorrow afternoon we will be making an advent calendar. This is the first half of that advent calendar. I've yet to put numbers on it, but I'm not going to do that till it's completely finished. So we have this lovely snowflake print. I'm just waiting for something else to arrive so I can decorate it properly and how I want to. But for now, this is the first half of the advent calendar. And each box opens individually, flips down and opens up. It's a 2x2 box, I want to say. But that is the first half of the advent calendar that we're going to be doing tomorrow, guys. So you'll see me put the other half of it together. We're going to do the mats and layers. We're going to do the binding down the back. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely great. So I hope you can all join me for that tomorrow. And on that note, I think this is a fantastic place to leave it. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's come along and joined me for this live this evening. And thank you for taking the time out of your days to do it. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, afternoon or morning, wherever you are in the world. And thank you. Bye-bye for now, guys. Tatty byes.